My friend, I want you to imagine that I'm sitting right across from you right now. No rush, no agenda, just two people who know each other well, who worship in the same place, who have sung the same songs and bowed their heads under the same prayers, both trying to figure out what on earth we're doing with our lives. I want to start by saying something simple, but important. You are not behind. I know it can feel that way. Young adulthood has a sneaky way of whispering lies that sound like wisdom. It tells you that everyone has clarity, momentum, and confidence, and that you somehow missed the meeting where it was all handed out. But that is simply not the truth. What you're experiencing isn't failure or delay, it's formation. Scripture is full of people who lived in the in-between, even when God was very much at work. David was anointed king and then spent years running for his life. Moses knew he was called, yet wandered in obscurity. Even Jesus lived 30 quiet years before 3 years of public ministry. God was not in a hurry, even when we are. And still, He does call us forward. That tension you feel, that pull between wanting to be faithful and wanting to be bold, between safety and risk, that's not a flaw in you. That's a space where growth happens. I know the weight you're carrying, the pressure to make the right decisions, the fear that one wrong move could derail everything, the exhaustion of trying to discern God's voice while also hearing your own doubts echo so loudly in your head. I know how hard it is to trust when the path ahead isn't lit very far. Faith, though, was never about seeing the whole staircase. It was about taking the next step while trusting the one who built it. There's a verse that keeps coming back to me. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Not just the big milestones, not just the victories, every detail, even the messy ones, even the decisions you're scared to make, even the days when your best feels small. God is not waiting for you to become somebody else before He can use you. He is working with you and who you are right now. But I also want to encourage you, don't confuse waiting on God with standing still out of fear. There is a kind of caution that is wise, and there is a kind that slowly erodes courage. Sometimes we spiritualize hesitation when what God is actually asking for is obedience. Not reckless obedience, but brave obedience. The kind that says, I don't have all the answers, but I trust you more than I trust my fear. Risk has always been a part of the story of faith. Abraham left his home. Peter stepped out of the boat. Esther spoke up when silence would have been safer. But none of them were fearless. They were faithful enough to move. And moving doesn't mean everything will feel clear or easy. Quite often, it feels the opposite. It feels lonely. It feels uncertain. It feels like walking forward while your knees are shaking. Courage in the Christian life is not obedience of fear. It's choosing obedience in the presence of it. I want you to hear this clearly. Struggling does not mean you're weak. Doubting does not mean you lack faith. Wrestling with identity and purpose and direction, it's not a sign that something is wrong. It's a sign that you're taking your life seriously. Adulting is hard. It's hard because it asks you to carry out responsibility while still discovering who you are. It's a season of becoming, and becoming is uncomfortable. It stretches you. It exposes your limits. It forces you to rely on God in ways that comfort never would. And here's the grace in it all. God is patient with you. He is not tapping His foot, waiting for you to figure it out. He is walking with you, shaping you, teaching you to listen, to discern, to trust. Philippians tells us that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Not abandon it halfway. Not grow frustrated and walk away. Carry it on. When you feel tired, rest, but don't you quit. When you feel uncertain, pray, but don't you dare retreat into passivity. When you feel afraid, acknowledge it, please. But don't let it decide your future. Let God build your character more than comfort. Let him teach you perseverance, humility, courage, and compassion. Those are the things that last. Those are the things that prepare you for whatever calling he has ahead of you. And remember, you are not walking this road alone. You have community. You have me. You have people who see you, who believe in you, who are praying for you when you don't know it. You have a God who goes before you and stands behind you, who holds you past and your present and your future all at once. So keep going. Keep asking hard questions. Keep stepping forward even when your steps feel small. Keep trusting that God is at work in ways that you can't see. And one day, you'll look back and realize that this season, the confusion, the courage, the quiet faithfulness was not wasted. It was the foundation. And until then, my friend, know this. I am proud of you, and I believe in you. And more importantly, God is not done with you yet. Grace and peace to you always, your friend.